Hi all, introduction to vector. Let us see what is two-dimensional coordinate system. Two-dimensional coordinate system is created by two planes, x plane as well as the y plane. This will divide the space into four quadrants. First quadrant, second quadrant, third quadrant and fourth quadrant. The first quadrant x will be positive, y will be positive. It is clear to all of us, isn't it? Then second quadrant y x is negative and y is positive, and third quadrant both x and y is negative, and in fourth quadrant then x is positive and y is negative. Okay, this is clear to you. Then let us come to the three-dimensional coordinate system. Three-dimensional coordinate system actually is having four planes. Apart from x and y plane, their z plane is also there, and with respect to the horizontal x plane, four parts are there above the x plane and four parts are there below the x plane. So it means these parts, it is dividing the space into 8 parts, so it is each parts are known as octants. Okay, in this case, if you are knowing the two-dimensional systems, sign system of two-dimensional, then z for the above four parts will be positive and z for below the four parts will be negative. And the two-dimensional coordinate system in sequence only you have to take. First quadrant plus x plus y plus c, that you are knowing, just add z also plus, and in second x is minus and y is positive, just add z plus, and in third also z plus, and fourth also z plus. Then fifth will be z minus, but x and y will be plus plus like the first quadrant, and sixth will be x and y will be representing the same sign of the second quadrant, and z will be minus, and in seventh x will be, x and y will be same as that of third quadrant and z will be minus, and in fourth x and y will be, sorry, in eighth one x and y will be same as like as fourth quadrant, and y z will be minus. Okay, it is very easy to remember this table. Then type of vectors: zero vector is there, unit vector is there, co-initial vector is there, equal vector is there, and then collinear vector is there, non-collinear vector is there. So many type of vector is there, and the most important thing in the vector uh, vector system is understanding the addition of vectors. Addition of vectors is easy, only very easy to understand, even though it is little bit different like that normal addition. Okay, here I have given you two vectors. Vector a is represented by ab, vector b is represented by bc. Okay, then a is the tail of vector ab, and b is the head of the vector a, and b is the tail of the vector b, and c is the head of the vector b. And if these two vectors have same type and can be represented in magnitude and side direction by the two sides of a triangle, then the closing side of the triangle will represent the resultant of these vectors. And here AC is represented by a plus b, that is the resultant, and here AC, in AC a is the tail and c is the head of the resultant. Okay, the text is given beside. Then parallelogram law of forces. Parallelogram law of forces, here also two forces is there, vector, sorry, two vector is there, not force, two vector is there, a vector a and vector b, and vector a is oa and vector b is ob, means both vector is having their initial point as o, that is same initial point. If these vectors can be represented in magnitude and direction by two sides of a parallelogram, then the diagonal of the parallelogram will be represented by the resultant of these two vectors. And polygon law of addition. Polygon law of addition means more than two vector is there, then polygon law of addition can use to find out the resultant of the vectors. Here the best way is to draw on a plain paper by taking convenient scale. Each force means if A B C D E for E means five forces are, sorry, five vector is given there. Then first vector is say with the same magnitude and direction, you can reduce the scale or increase the scale according to your convenience on a paper. Then draw the another vector, second vector B, from the head of the first vector A, then with the same direction as of the direction given of the B, vector B. Then vector C, vector D and vector E. Then the closing side of this will be representing the resultant of the vectors A, B, C, E, D, E, five vectors. Okay, and that is given in the picture. The tail of that resultant vector is the tail of the first vector, and head of the resultant vector is the head of the last vector. Then example of vector is displacement, force, torque, acceleration and velocity.